Okay, hello. Hi, my name is Naylah Canty. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States, and I'm here to talk about how I applied to MIT, what I wish I should have known about the application process and what I got out of it. Also, just like looking back on the whole process so other people can have a chance to come to MIT if you really like it. So, first, I'm going to start off with like the on ramp to MIT, why I wanted to go there in the first place. So, I kind of had to search out MIT by looking up rankings online. That's how I first got the gist of it. So it wasn't necessarily my counselor telling me about it because in my area, my region, people don't really know about MIT. So that's how I first figured out that MIT was a thing. And then once I saw it was higher in the rankings, that's what promoted me to apply there. So it wasn't me actually going to campus because I did not have that opportunity. It was just purely based on rankings, which looking back, I wish I'd not 100% pick my schools that I was going to apply to based off of rankings. But then again, I'm at MIT now. I'm very happy, so I don't regret it completely. And then talking about how I applied. So, just to give a general overview, you have to apply through MIT's website called My MIT. Yeah, so MIT has their own application platform. It's not Common App, it's not Coalition. You have to apply on their platform, and they don't have one long essay. They have, at least for my application year, they had five separate mini essays. And I actually have my essays here, so just to give you an example of one, here's a cute one. It was like, we know you lead a busy life full of activities, many of which are required of you. Tell us something about you that you do for the pleasure of it. So questions like that, they were pretty casual, nothing like, did you build a nuclear reactor when you were in fourth grade? Nothing like that. One thing to keep in mind, at least what I did, is that I was pretty casual with my answers. Like, don't feel the need to beef up who you are. Don't feel the need to be like, I solved cancer, or I know this math equation. Like, it's not worth it. Like, tell them I who you are. That's what I did. I added in some jokes because I like to joke. So, do you let your personality come out? Be truthful. Also, show what you're passionate in. That's what I did. For example, there's another question that was like, describe in one way that you contributed to your community. I talk about Girls Who Code, one of my extracurriculars, and we tried to make an app that would bolster our community politically so that it can be more involved in maybe town hall meetings or local elections. So that's one of the things we tried to embark on. And it's something I'm really passionate about, just outreach. So show that you're passionate. And on the topic of ECs, extracurriculars, other ECs I did were including Girls Who Code, mock trial. I did Beta Club. I was president of National Honor Society. I was co-captain of mock trial, co-captain of the math modeling team. I was also on robotics my last year of high school. And in terms of classes, sort of AP level, I took lots of APs. I think I took 11 APs total, as much, like literally as many APs as my school had. Like at some point, it was like, our school doesn't provide APs, which was really angering, but I won't get into that. And then I also had to take college courses to supplement the AP classes that my school didn't provide due to county issues. So yeah, so a lot of college preparatory coursework. Not Don't do the stuff because you want to get into a good school. Do it because you like it. Do the classes you enjoy, not that you think are gonna look the most impressive on your resume, on your application. That's just um, my advice. So my next question I was supposed to cover is, does college ranking matter? Like I said, I chose the schools I was going to apply to. I applied to 11 schools based off of ranking. I literally looked up what's the best aerospace engineering schools because that's what I decided I was going to study. And these are kind of the schools that came up, like MIT, Stanford, Cornell, Carnegie Mellon, Johns Hopkins, like stuff like that came up. And I was like, okay, I'll apply. And I got in luckily. But like, does it really matter? Yes and no. Like, there's definitely a difference, especially in clout, between a school that's like number two ranked versus a school that's like number 80 rank. And just in terms of clout, that doesn't mean you're gonna get a significantly worse education. However, keep in mind that just because like you're at MIT or you're at whatever highly ranked school, it doesn't mean that you're gonna like succeed in life. Life is gonna be good. You're gonna be making six figures. Like you have to put in the work regardless of what school you go to, community college, state college, wherever you go. Like put in the work, put in the time, follow your dreams, stay focused. So at the end of the day, in terms of like getting your name out there, having some kind of fancy something attached to your reputation, yes, ranking matters, but really after a second it like kind of doesn't matter. Like when you're in the real world, it's like who's the best for the job, not like who got which degree from which place. Like, just have connections, do your work in college regardless. Yeah. And then the last thing I was supposed to cover is something that I wish I would have known when applying to MIT. Um, what did I say? Oh, there are a few things. I wish I wish I would not have worried about something called the maker portfolio. I'm not sure if they're still asking for that. It's not required for MIT, but it's something you can add on to your application if you like made something that's very innovative, something you designed yourself. You can attach it to your application and they will review it. They will see its effectiveness. You can write up a little report on it, get it co-signed by like a researcher, whoever looks over it. I stressed over that so much. You don't need to stress. I didn't turn it in at the end of the day, but don't stress about like one upping the next guy in the applicant pool. Like, just be you. I know it's hard to just be you when everybody else is vying for the same spot, but at the end of the day, if like you don't get into a certain school, it's probably for the better because you might not have been a good fit for the university. So you don't have to beat yourself up to be somebody else that you're not. It's not good in the long run. So just be honest about what you've done. If you don't have anything that you made, it's totally fine. MIT does not require anybody to be certified doctorates. You do not have to have made any kind of research contributions. I've never done research before coming here, and I'm here. So, yeah, just do you. Be honest. Show them what you love. Show them what you're passionate about. What you're gonna learn. Show them your dreams. Just put yourself out there. Don't be scared. Don't fall into the norm of I gotta be somebody else. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say about MIT. If anybody has any questions, you can contact me on Instagram, most likely, at Naylah Can, so it's NAYLAHCAN, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. So thank you.